guys, my name is Rachel and today I'm going to be filming my first ever book haul. Before we get started, I wanted to give a little bit of my thoughts around book hauls before I actually get into it. First, before I start, this is my opinion and it is kind of my not really well thought out opinion because I was just thinking about it a lot right before I filmed this. Well, I've been thinking about it a lot, not just right now, but something I've been processing is why people post book hauls. The reason I haven't posted one, I actually filmed one and it was like, it's 20 minutes long. And it's the books that I got from like December to May. I'd tried to post it like a bunch of times and it finally posted and it was glitchy, and that might be the reason why I haven't posted it, but I think the reason I haven't reposted it was because I have like mixed feelings about book hauls. I think that they're exciting and that they're fun to watch, but I also think they come from a weird place. Do people post book hauls to brag? Do they post book hauls to make others jealous? I'm not sure. I also feel weird about showing people how much money I spend on books just because I don't normally spend this much money on books. Then I just graduated from high school, so I came into some graduation money. Kind of comes with the game. And I think it's weird to show off, I guess. But something also that I've been thinking about since I bought the first book that I'm probably going to show in this haul. It kind of is like celebration. And it's the chance to share what you've gotten with people that also understand why you were excited about books. Because when I bought this particular book that I'm going to show, the people that I bought it, like that were with me when I bought it, weren't as excited as I was. But I was jumping off the walls. I was so gosh darn excited. And so now I'm sort of thinking that the reason people make book hauls is to share their excitement and not to show off. I mean, maybe part of it is that, like, negative space. I'm trying to come at this with more, like, a positive view, and this is, like, a celebration. I'm proud of my accomplishments, and so I decided to spend a little bit of money to celebrate my accomplishments and invest in things that I really enjoy. Because I think book hauls are a little bit weird, but I like watching them, and so maybe you guys like watching them too. I'm just feeling weird about this, but I'm still gonna do it because I'm so gosh darn excited about the books that I purchased, and that the reason I was able to purchase them was because I graduated from high school. I don't know, I'm just thinking this is for excitement because I'm super excited. Here are the books that I purchased in June. The first one that I was talking about a little bit earlier is the collector's edition of Eleanor and Park. And yes, I already have a copy of this book, and I've never bought another copy of a book to have a second copy. But look at this. This is one of my favorite, if not my favorite, YA. The reason I bought this was because I just came home from Hawaii and I was in Hawaii and I got to go into the Barnes & Noble. It's absolutely ginormous and I was like, ah! And I saw this book and it was the last one, and I didn't buy this when it was at Barnes & Noble's here in my hometown because I was like, oh, I don't need to spend money on this, whatever. And I found myself kind of regretting it and kind of wishing that I had bought it. And I saw this and I was like, you know what? I'm just going to treat myself. I'm just going to go for it. And so I bought it, and this is the copy that I'm probably going to reread this summer. And I adore it. And I am happy that I bought it. I don't know, people put their books up, but I have too many books to put up like that. And so I'm not going to. Also, I got my nose pierced 2 days ago. It still hurts. I am so hungry. The next book I bought, also in Hawaii, is Nimona by Noelle Stevenson. And it is a graphic novel. I'm super digging graphic novels at the moment. I really like them. And so I bought another one because I've seen this everywhere. I saw this when I went to Powell's and I didn't buy it. So I spent like $4 more on it. So I was a little upset. But it's very cute so far. I'm on chapter 5 and it's just adorable. The next book I bought earlier in the month. This summer I turned Pretty Trilogy by Jenny Han. Bind Up from Target. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's a little bit bent, but that's okay. It is absolutely gorgeous. I already read this, the whole thing. I love it, and I'll talk about this in my June wrap-up. The final book that I've already read from my haul is Lola and the Boy Next Door, which is the second novel in the Anna and the French Kiss companion trilogy by Stephanie Perkins. I adored it. 5 out of 5 stars, just like Anna and the French Kiss. It's a little bit different, and it was a little bit harder for me to get into just because I was expecting, not perfection, but I was expecting to like instantly love it. And I didn't instantly love it, but then I love Cricket, and I really love a lot of the character development that went on through this book. Again, I will talk about it more in my June wrap-up. But what a great book. And in August, Isla and the Happily Ever After comes out in paperback because I'm not going to rebuy them all in hardcover. And so next I have Dead Until Dark, the first novel in the True Blood series. Next I have Stolen by Lucy Christopher, which I picked up from the biggest used bookstore in Washington, which is like actually really close to my house, kind of, and I didn't even know it existed, and I got it like right after my best friend graduated because it's right by the Tacoma Dome. I had a paperback edition of this book, but I loaned it to a friend. And so now I have a hardcover, so you can keep my softcover, Alicia. I have this one now, yay! Why did I decide to eat as I film? Do I have no brain? Am I not a thinker of this generation? That's not true, I am a thinker of this generation. Dang it, Rachel. The next book I bought is A Game of Thrones by George R.R. Martin. I want to read it. I'm also terrified of reading it. It's 1,000 million billion kajillion pages long. Just kidding, it's like 800 something pages long. And I don't want to read it right now. I might not even read it this summer, but I decided just in case I am ever feeling I need fantasy, I have it. Next up, because of how much I loved A Summer I Turned Pretty trilogy by Jenny Han, I bought Burton for Burn and Fire with Fire, also by Jenny Han, and So Beyond Vivian, I hope. Yay, hopefully. I'll buy the third one and then marathon these like I marathon Summer I Turned Pretty because I love them so much. Yay! Next up, I'm just gonna kind of quickly show you a couple of the other books that I bought from Pals. I think these are all the books I bought from Pals. I don't really remember. I bought Throne of Glass. I'm excited to see if I'm gonna like it as much as everyone else likes it. I probably will. And they had the pretty, I think they're the UK or the Australian editions, the white ones, but they only had it for the second one, and so I just bought the normal American version. And I'm excited. Next I have Since You've Been Gone by Morgan Matson, which I hope to read this summer. I kind of already showed you in my summer reading goals, plan, tentative sort of list that I might stick to, but I already haven't, so whatever. And finally I have The Merciless, which I actually wanted to buy for a super duper long time, like a really over a year or something, because I used to study a whole bunch at Barnes & Nobles and I always saw this and I always wanted to buy it. And I finally just decided to do it. It was like $10.99, and that's a lot for me to spend on a book. I normally spend like $3 or $4 or $5 on a book max. So I decided again, and this kind of goes along with the theme of this whole video, or the theme of my intro, or the discussion in the intro, whatever. It's sort of a time for celebration, and it's okay to reward yourself, and that's something I'm not really good at, and I'm kind of feel weird about spending money on myself, but I'm sort of learning that it's okay to spend a little bit of money and treat myself sometimes, and this was kind of one of my big treat books of this summer. So far. Next up, I have The Coldest Girl in Coal Down by Holly Black, which I also got from that thrift store. The final book that I bought from that thrift store, I cannot believe that it was there, is Red Rising by Pierce Brown. And I've heard about this book a little bit, and I've heard it being raved about, and then I saw it for like $10 at the thrift store. Brand new hardcover, and I don't even know how to explain how excited I was. So I bought it. Hopefully I enjoy it. If not, it'll go straight back to the thrift store home. But yay, I'm very excited. One of the final books that I bought from Pals this go around was Clockwork Angel by Cassandra Clare. And no, I haven't read The Mortal Instruments yet. Oh snap. Hold on. Now I remembered the other books that I bought from Pals. I was like, I bought more books from Pals, I just don't remember what they were. I bought the 5 books in the Percy Jackson series: The Lightning Thief, The Sea of Monster, The Titan's Curse, The Battle of the Labyrinth, and The Last Olympian. $25 total, I think. I was super excited. I am planning to read them this month, probably, possibly, I don't know. Then the other book that I got from Pals is the second in the Mortal Instruments, City of Ashes. I was going to buy the third as well, but I decided that I haven't even read the first yet, so I want to make sure I actually am digging it a lot. I'm pretty sure I will, but I wanted to make sure I was digging it. But I bought this one because it was, again, incredibly cheap. And so I bought it. So now, the final book that I got from Pals is Cassandra Clare's Clockwork Angel, which is the first book in the Internal Devices series, and I'm planning not to read this until I finish The Mortal Instruments, just because I feel like, I don't know, that's just what I want to do. But I have this one, which is a beautiful transition into my first ever buying experience from Book Outlet. I don't think I've ever bought books online before, but I had a whole bunch of discounts, and so I just did it. And so I bought some books from Book Outlet, and I was gonna do the unboxing, but when I got home yesterday from Hawaii and I saw the box there, I could not resist. I just ripped it right open. That's the first thing I did. I bought A Little Something Different by Sandy Hall, which is stunning, and I believe it's about a college romance, and I'm about to go into college. I'm looking for a little romance. No, I'm just kidding. But it's literally the cutest cover, and I am so excited to read this. I'm probably going to read this ASAP. My True Love Gave to Me, 12 Holiday Stories, edited by Stephanie Perkins. And hello. Holly Black, Gail Forman, Jenny Han, David Leviathan, Stephanie Perkins, Rainbow Rowell. Edited by Stephanie Perkins. I am going to read this, you know, when it snows outside. But it's hardcover. It was like $3. There's little ice skating people everywhere. And that makes me want to ice skate, even though I hate ice skating. I'm really bad at it. And then finally I got Clockwork Prince and Clockwork Princess, the second and third books in the Internal Devices series. They were on, what's it called, like the kind of well-used section, so they were cheaper because they have a little bit of wear and tear, a little bit of damage. And I'm also a little bit sad because they're different heights, and that does bother me a little bit. But they were really cheap. Yeah, they're all different heights. They get bigger as they go. But I'm still excited to own them. And I finally bought books from Book Outlet. I feel like a real booktuber. So there's no way I'm going to hold all of these up. I'm not even going to try. I don't want to damage these. Ah! Careful, coldest girl in Cold Town. Ah! I bought a lot of books. It was dumb. No, it was smart. Ah! Okay, I'm gonna wrap up this video really quickly. I'm excited. I bought a lot of books. That's cool. And I like buying books, and I'm kind of on a book buying ban. I'm putting myself on a book buying ban because this is ridiculous. And I did read a lot of books in June, but not enough to replace the amount that I bought, and so that was my June book haul, my first ever book haul. How exciting. I am really excited. I am really excited, and I am proud of myself for treating myself. But I'm now on a book buying ban, and I will not be buying any more, except for I'm going to buy Lunar Chronicles because Barnes & Noble has signed editions, and so I'm going to buy them because I read Scarlet this month, and I loved it. And so now I want to own them. And I'm really excited for winter, even though I haven't read Cress yet, or The Fairest. But I'm super excited. Anyway, thank you for watching this incredibly long video and my incredibly long rant. Leave a comment what you think I should read next, hopefully, what you think about book hauls. Do they stress you out? They stress me out. But they're also a form of celebration, and I'm struggling with making sure that I stay on the balance of not bragging. Oh, I don't know. I need to put these all back on my bookshelf now and then film a wrap up. Goodbye!